Hello once again everybody, and welcome back to my Character Crusade Unbound Season 2 Let's Play featuring Alusell, the Alteration Swordsman.
Good day, friend. Keeping well?
So we've made it back to Whiterun and informed the Jarl of what we saw at Helgen. And we returned the Dragonstone to Farengar. And after we did that, we got a report from a panicked guard saying that a dragon had attacked this watchtower here. The Jarl wanted us to go check it out with his housecarl, Irileth, here, since we had more experience with dragons than anybody else. Which is kind of funny to say, since we've only just seen a dragon for the first time. Well, second time for Alusell. The first one being a sort of magical construct. So I don't know what kind of experience he thinks we have with dragons, but we're here. Checking out this western watchtower here.
No, get back. It's still here somewhere.
Definitely looks familiar to what we've seen in Helgen.
Guardsman, what happened here?
Make sure we have a ward ready to go here.
Quickly now.
I don't know. Let's save us. Here he comes again.
Here he comes. Find cover and make every arrow count.
Okay, so for now, I'm just gonna be kind of running interference, trying to tank up as much of the dragon's fire breath as I can while he gets pelted with arrows from everyone else. Alright. Got some bad breath there, buddy. Somebody just shot me with an arrow. Amateurs. Switch to first person view because I think he got a fire breath in on us and that's what popped our barrier. So this definitely isn't the same dragon that we saw at Helgen. Its coloring is different. It seems a bit smaller, even though it's definitely not small. Is that all you got? Here we go. Took quite a bit of damage from their arrows as I was absorbing all of his flame attack there. Dovahkiin. What is that, you suppose? Dovahkiin no is what he said. Okay. That was a new sensation. Interesting. Okay, it looks like Alusell had absorbed some kind of power from that dragon when it died. Dragonborn? What do you mean?
In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power.
You know, I think you might be right.
There's only one way to find out. Try to shout. According to the old legends, only the Dragonborn can shout without training, the way the dragons do.
Dragonborn? What are you talking about?
My grandfather used to tell stories about the Dragonborn. Those born with the dragon blood in them. Like old Tiber Septim himself.
I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever. But the old tales tell of the Dragonborn who could kill dragons and steal their power. You must be one.
What do you say, Irleth? You're being awfully quiet. Come on, Irleth. Tell us, do you believe in this Dragonborn business?
Some of you would be better off keeping quiet than flapping your gums on matters you don't know anything about. Here's a dead dragon, and that's something I definitely understand. Now we know we can kill them. But I don't need some mythical Dragonborn. Someone who can put down a dragon is more than enough for me.
You wouldn't understand, Housecar. You ain't a Norm.
I've been all across Tamriel. I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
If you really are Dragonborn, like out of the old tales, you ought to be able to shout. Can you? Have you tried?
Oh, well, let's see.
That was shouting, what you just did. Must be. You really are Dragonborn.
Oh boy. Alright, Alusell knows what's going on here. He read the Book of the Dragonborn a while back. When he was trying to research Tiber Septim and Hjalti, Earlybeard, and Haldir and everything else, he came across this Dragonborn book. And Dragonborn is someone born with a dragon blood. And that dragon blood is a gift from Akatosh, I believe. It was used as a ward for a long time. A ward for the denizens of Oblivion. To keep them out of Nirn, of Mundus. Alusell feels a little numb right now. Whereas most warriors would be excited by this opportunity, Alusell is kind of heartbroken. He's got a flood of emotion right now. And that flood of emotion is coming from his overwhelming desire to want to reach his full potential on his own, without any help. He's never used an enchanted weapon. He's never used a soul gem. He's never used enchanted armor. Everything that he does, he doesn't even use weapons that somebody else has forged. He uses his own weapons that he forges. And it's all to test himself, and to try to grow stronger as a result. But now, it turns out that he was... Well, that was interesting. Now it turns out that he was born with this gift from the Divines, this dragon blood. And this gives him probably certain abilities that other people don't have, such as the inborn ability to use the Thu'um, or the dragon language, to form shouts, as we've seen in the Relentless Force shout that we just write out. It's all clicking into place now. All these word walls, these chanting word walls that only he can read for some reason and absorb knowledge from. Those are all the shouts that he can use once he has a dragon soul to unlock it. So it turns out he has this godly gift. This that probably comes with some predestined fate that he's got to live up to. Most warriors would be chomping at the bit for this opportunity. To be the chosen one, to be this legendary warrior, to be gifted these unnatural abilities. But Alusell doesn't want those. He wants to test himself on his own accord. And right now, all the accomplishments that he was proud of, all these enemies that he has vanquished, all these great deeds that he has done, maybe they weren't his accomplishments. Maybe they were accomplishments that were only enabled by his dragon blood, which made him stronger and more capable of great things than most people. He doesn't like that. He sees the dragon blood as more of a virus in this context than he does as some great gift, some great power to be wielded against some great foe. So he's pretty beside himself right now. And something tells me he will be for a long time. But he still has the matter of this curse that Haldir shared with him to lift. He's got to take care of that. That's a little more of a pressing issue. He doesn't want to lose his soul on top of losing sight of his accomplishments here. And losing ownership of his accomplishments to this divine dragon blood that he just found out that he has. He still wants to maintain his freedom. So that's still his #1 priority, but you can be damn sure that he's going to be trying to get rid of this dragon blood any way that he can. He doesn't want, it's not a gift to him, it's a curse. It's just not as immediately threatening as Haldir's curse is. So he's going to play this out. Haldir has sent him here to help him lift this curse. It kind of makes sense now that he said that Helgen was the beginning of the path to his true potential. He was meant to slay dragons, he was meant to absorb their soul, and he was meant for some kind of great purpose by the divines. So Alusell has to figure all that out too. No doubt this was part of Haldir's, not so much plan, but sort of why Haldir pointed him here. Clearing out this dragon threat and seeing why they've come back was probably pretty important for Haldir in the grand scheme of things. So we're going to play this out. A lot of this is going to be off camera just because the rest of the main quest between here and Sovngarde is not really significant to Alusell's story. There's not really much there to reflect on. We know that Alusell hates the dragon blood that's in him. He knows he's still focused on lifting this curse, and then what he does after he is able to lift the curse, if he's able to lift the curse, we shall see. But it probably will have to do with probably sulking for a while after finding out that maybe all of his accomplishments were only due to this tainted blood of his. And after that is over with, maybe him trying to figure out how to get rid of this dragon blood. If he can. So yeah, there's that. I got my work cut out for me here. I got a lot of content to drive through. I'll probably, the next time I see you guys, it'll probably be in Sovngarde. We want to say hi to Olaf and some others. Well, Olaf was a big part of this story for a long time, so I think it would be nice to kind of see how he's taken to Sovngarde over there and things that have happened. Just to see that his spirit is content and happy and free now. That might be a crucial lift to Alusell's spirits at that point. yeah, an epic journey awaits, at least for Alusell and myself. So I will see you in Sovngarde. Until then, I hope everybody has a great time with their own Unbound seasons, or at least following my stuff. And I will see you next time. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.